This episode of GameByte is brought to you by our promo code on Jinx.com. Yes, use the promo code quitstalling_366 when you check out on Jinx.com and find yourself a lovely pair of Anthem shirts and undies. You know, you gotta combo those, DZ. You gotta combo those. If you find yourself wanting some Pachimari socks because you weren't able to get some during our event, you can get a couple over at Jinx.com and use the promo code quitstalling_366 when you do, and maybe, just maybe, you'll save yourself, no, for sure you'll save yourself 10% off of your entire checkout there on Jinx.com. Yes, quitstalling_366 saves you 10% off of all of this. Look at that. Look at all of that stuff you can get. DZ, I know you're a fan of Shroud. You don't have to reply to me right now, but I know you're a fan of Shroud. You can get some of his swag on Jinx.com and then save yourself 10% when you use our promo code. So head on over to Jinx.com, ladies and gentlemen. Pick yourself up some merch. Save yourself some money with our promo code. Welcome, everyone, to GameByte. Yes, GameByte, the weekly video game podcast, brought to you by the lovely folks here over on the Quitstalling Media Network. I am your host, Herald Silvestre, welcoming you to the Quitstalling Media Studios studio. As you can see, my fingers are bandaged. Last week I was talking about how I've been, how Harold's been playing actual sports, and this is what happens when you play sports. You get hurt. You get hurt, people. But you know what? I'm not alone today. I got my ever dependable left-hand man here with me. Ladies and gentlemen, that's all, folks. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome once again to the stage, Galaxia himself, InstaDZ, aka D's Nuts. How you doing, DZ?
Hi. This is how I look when I actually grew myself and I don't look like a caveman. So, get used to it. For after next week, it's gonna be bushy again.
Hashtag woke up like this.
Hashtag woke up like this. I was looking at your intro for Anthem. And I saw that guy wearing an Anthem shirt on the Jinx website. I'm like, wow, they're smart. Well, if Jinx wanted to make a good sale on Anthem clothing, you know what they should have done? They should have just taken the loading screen of Anthem and put it on a shirt.
Oh, dude. You know what? The most iconic thing about Anthem is the loading screen.
Exactly. I'm looking at it now. They only have six shirts, 6 pieces of clothing.
Mm-hmm.
It's a hoodie. It's a t-shirt with the Anthem logo, like the main title screen you see on Origin, and then they have the Ranger, the Colossus, and it's kind of just like 2-color kind of things where the outline of the Ranger is just traced out on a blue shirt, and same thing goes with the Colossus, the Interceptor, and the Storm. But that's it. It's kind of boring. It's boring. Okay, but if they really wanted to sell something, they should have sold a loading screen. And they should have just really kept even the loading on top. Then they would have made money.
Oh, for sure.
A lot more money.
For sure, man. For sure. Yeah, we really laid into Anthem last week, and from what I've seen on the internet since the last show, it's not getting any better for them. So, good luck to EA. Yeah.
Good luck.
Oh man. We got a lot of fun stuff to talk about today.
Oh yeah.
And before we get to that, I do want to ask you, man, because I am genuinely curious every week. I want to find out, what have you been playing? All right, this question is not just for DZ. This is for all of you folks at home playing the home game. All right, let us know in the chat. Tweet us, #GameByte. Hashtag GameByte. Let us know, what have you been playing? And, you can even PM us or message us on the Discord. I should have a whole channel just for what have you been playing in our Discord.
We should.
Yeah.
And we can, people can post what they've said, and we can even just announce the list of their stuff as every week goes.
That's true. That's pretty cool.
Idea. All right. So what have I been playing this week? Of course, I've been playing Apex, but all right. I'm not gonna gush about how good Apex is. Now it's gonna be a bit different. I'm gonna have to talk about a bit about how problematic the whole bot issue is becoming, because there are literally, I know this is nothing new, but someone in like the Play Apex Legends PH group, a friend of mine, posted this.
A group that we're both a part of, you know.
Yeah, but even in other Apex Legends Facebook groups, you know, they've been posting a lot of stuff about the whole bot issue, where it's so blatant, and they're the hackers aren't even hiding it, the cheaters aren't even hiding it. The whole Discord channel is pretty much, you know, it's there. You can get it anytime you want, and so people are just reporting and reporting and reporting. So the thing is, we don't know if it's actually working out, if these groups are getting banned. I think the Discord channel that was selling hacks, it did get banned.
Okay, that's good.
I'm guessing Facebook groups also get banned, but I don't know about the players. And the thing is, if they do, it doesn't matter, because the game's free. You just make another account, and that's it. You just make up another bogus email, make another Origin account. That's it.
That's true.
And it's like easy to spoof an IP. So can we do, right? Then I had a conversation with Sorb and another friend of ours the other day, while we were playing, that what could Respawn do? Okay, what could Respawn do? You know, I guess I don't know how developers handle cheaters in games. I mean, imagine having to go through how many like inquiries, like saying this guy's a reporter, even and having to verify if this person's an actual cheater. How are they gonna do that, right?
Yeah.
So, like even if there are some people who just report because they're salty, and there are some people who actually get footage of it. I've never reported anyone based on, well, I've grown up from those Overwatch days. So every time I play Apex, every time I feel that a kill was kind of bogus, I watch the guy play, and I can say every time that I've reported someone, I had evidence. I clip every single one. You can check out my Twitch; it's all clipped there. Every time there's a hacker, I put it hacker, then the name.
So all your clips aren't of your highlights; they're all of just hackers.
They're actually more clips of hackers than I have highlights. That's how bad it is. That's how bad it is, and it's sad, because you know the game's so fun, but this is what's gonna kill the game if they don't do something about it. People say that, a lot of people on YouTube say, like, you know, the game itself doesn't have its own reporting system. If it did, it's still the same problem, right? Someone's like, how do they go about the bans? I don't even know if someone, you know, I mean, sure, Blizzard for a while did some things, like they let you know if someone was banned or silenced or whatever by reporting it. But even though, how do you know, right?
Yeah.
But the thing is, you know, that game isn't 100% a total FPS where a hacker can actually, you know, just mow you down like anything.
Yeah.
Because there are characters that can put up a shield, if anyone doesn't know by now.
Shout out to Reinhardt and Orisa.
Shout out to Reinhardt. Yeah, but the whole point is, so we were talking, how are they gonna fix this? This isn't like an absolute defense Neji Hyuga solution, okay? To this.
That's a reference.
Yeah, he doesn't have. It's not an absolute defense to the whole aimbotting and hacking thing.
Yeah.
But it is something that they can look into. This is proposed by my friend. All right, it's tags. All right. You know the battle pass system that we have, that Fortnite has, and the season pass system that Apex is gonna have soon.
Yeah.
And that's something you pay for, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. That is something you pay for. Hackers don't like paying for things, right?
Okay.
They'll pay, like, because I think if you look at how much the hacks cost, it's like, it's a reasonable amount, okay? like $10 or less, I think. Okay, but there are some kind of hacks that are Jesus Christ $40. That's insane. But that's a one-time payment. Okay, this season thing, you'll always have to pay. It's like a subscription basis. So
Yeah.
think about it like this: how about anyone who pays for the subscription fee of Apex? Okay, of Apex. Anyone who has subscription fee of Apex or the Battle Pass, they get put into servers with other paying customers. And then there's servers for the free people, which is where majority of the hackers would probably just stick to, because they pretty much don't care about the game. So why are they gonna get a Battle Pass, right? Unless they're loaded and it's not gonna be a guaranteed solution. But then again, it might mitigate the issue a bit, because I don't believe someone who hacks if they get banned frequently. Fine, let's assume they get banned frequently. They make a new account. Are they gonna have to buy a subscription or a pass every single time just to play in the subscribers server, the paying customer server? I don't think so. So again, there might be people with loads of money, but then again, it might help mitigate the issue.
Would you be willing to sacrifice queue times for that?
Queue times,
because that's one of the best parts of Apex Legends. You know, like it's one of the main reasons why it's so addictive is you wait less than like 5 seconds to get matched into another game.
Exactly. That's why it's like it's again. That is a very valid point, which is why it's not 100%. You know, it's not an absolute solution. But let's assume that it might screw up the queue time a bit. I guess it just depends how long. If it's like, maybe more than 10 seconds, like I can feel it. It's gonna hurt. But the thing is, at the same time, I want to get into a game where I don't have to worry about, am I gonna be killed by this hacker? Am I gonna be killed by this botter? Like, we were so desperate last night, we had to transfer to a freaking American server just so it wasn't so bad. Even if the ping was high, I'd rather have crappy ass ping than play against a hacker.
Well, yeah, like it's no fun just walking somewhere and getting demolished, and like you said, getting mowed over and bulldozed by an object that doesn't miss.
Yeah. Like, actually, to what Mick said, isn't that what CS:GO did? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. The thing is, again, I'm not sure how that turned out. I think that was because CS:GO has a battle royale mode, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait,
and I think
since when again?
I don't know, like late last year or early this year. I don't know. And I think you can only play that battle royale mode if you pay. So again, it's a free game. It's a free game. CS:GO is a free game, but you pay for that battle royale mode.
For the privilege.
Yeah, you pay for. Yeah, it's a premium. Pay the premium if you want to. But the thing is, if you look at it, if you want to be super pessimistic, they're making us pay to be able to play in a premium server. Fuck these guys, right? So
language. No, but yeah, that's the thing though, right? Like games, we've gotten used to games being freemium, like Fortnite and all that. So the whole psychology behind like charging for premium queuing and getting premium matchmaking, I guess is what you could call it. And that's gonna rub some people the wrong way, which you can't avoid. But yeah, you're gonna have to look at it as like, do you want to queue quickly and then just get destroyed by bots, or do you want to wait a little longer but have a fair fight?
Yeah, it's a give and take kind of thing.
Yeah, and I'm sure there's more. I'm sure there's more to it. I'm sure there are factors that even there are factors we're not thinking of immediately that maybe will hit us like after the show, and we'll be like, oh my gosh, I should have mentioned that. Like, so, yeah, like you could, that's something we could actually think about, and yeah, maybe it'll happen. Who knows?
Yeah, I hope, because it's a good game, and I am willing to pay that premium because I didn't spend anything on that game, and I'm having so much fun. So, for me, it's like, okay, if I want to have a great time, I will pay. I mean, it's the same thing as paying to play a game. At least this one, I mean, I hope this battle pass doesn't cost 1,000 pesos for like. Well, it depends on how many seasons. I don't think I don't think $20 is 1 month, right?
Yeah.
How long is chat? How long is Fortnite's seasons? How long are their seasons before the next one comes? I know it's pretty long, so yeah.
Let me check right now.
Elgene, yes, CS:GO does have a battle royale. It does have a battle royale. It is. I don't think though it's like 100 versus 100, 100 free for all. It's like maybe about less, significantly less, even less than half of that. I just forgot what it was called. Let's just search for it. It's honestly not that. As far as I know, I saw Shroud play it once and that was it. I don't think much people played it after.
Okay, so these Fortnite seasons average about 70 days or 10 weeks, or as some would say, 5 fortnights.
Yeah. 5 fortnights. Okay, so that's 10 weeks. Two and a half months for $20 for 2.5 months. How much is a WoW subscription?
700 pesos, so like $15 a month, I think.
$15 a month. Okay, maybe I can get by $1,000. No, not even. Like, I would pay the WoW subscription for 5 fortnights.
For 5 and you know, considering the WoW sub gets cheaper, like from 1 month to the 3-month packet bundle to the 6-month bundle, like it gets cheaper. But yeah, like yeah, they could do something like that as well. So it's an interesting thought experiment, and it's something that they could do. I don't know how much CS:GO implemented theirs for. So like I'm curious to see all this. That's definitely a topic for like next week that we could really think about.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, like that. Apex aside and all the cheaters and botters and whatnot. How about you, Herald? What have you been playing?
Thank you. I was wondering if you'd ax me, as Keenan Thompson would say. Ax me. I've been playing basketball. I've been playing as this would call T sports, traditional sports. Getting myself hurt in the process, so now I can't play esports for another 2 to 3 weeks.
Was it last year your injury, your ankle or something?
That was like 2 years ago. Was my ankle?
Oh man,
I'm injury prone, man. Like the second I start knuckling down and taking sports seriously is when I get hurt.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so it's like, yeah, I'm intense, bro. I'm fragile. So like, yeah, I haven't been able to play much. Before I got hurt, I was playing a little bit of Apex Legends as well, because you can't avoid it right now. It's the hot thing. It's the fun thing right now, and it's free, and it's 100% free.
I bet that's exactly how people felt with Fortnite.
Yeah, you know. So like you really can't blame them. You know, Human Panda in the chat mentioned that I've also been playing really intense chess. He says that's how I got the injury. It wasn't from basketball. It was like intense chess. Yeah.
Anime chess.
And dude, the Underground Manila Chess League. All right, the UML is ridiculous right now.
Underground Manila Chess.
The UMCL. The Underground Manila Chess League is cutthroat, man. It's cutthroat. If you thought those Pokemon battles and those underground Pokemon battles in the Detective Pikachu trailer were rough, nah, man.
Oh my god.
This takes it to another level. All right, it's a blood sport.
I can imagine like when the main character, the MC of that show, of the anime, the MC of that UMCL comes, his sensei teaches him, like, he tells him, he sit down on this chair and play chess with me, and then like after the sensei makes his first move, so he's like, it's like he moves the pawn on the third cell forward twice, and then when I say MC, I mean main character. Okay, the main character's like, he analyzed it. He must be using that so he can perform this move. So I have to like, I'll debate him using this, blah blah blah. So he moves the horse instead. But like when he tries to move the horse, it's like he can't get it. The knight, sorry. he can't he can't get it off the chessboard. In pala, it's like it weighs a ton.
Oh damn!
It's like, or it weighs like, it's like, weighted chess pieces. So like the whole point of that is I don't know, it builds endurance because because in the UMCL there are games that last hours and hours of intense like back and forth and whatnot.
Dude, like if you thought a free throw in the slam dunk anime took took forever with those 3 episodes, wait till like one turn in the UMCL anime.
Oh my god.
Take a season.
Take a season.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, so that's what I've been playing. Chat, let us know what you've been playing. Like the Fury bot said, I went back to Hearthstone, preparing for the new Hearthstone competitive year, and of course, HackX Legends, aka Apex Legends, aka what was your acronym for it, DZ?
Huh?
For Apex?
Absolute potential extremeness with an X.
The second extreme starts with an X. Oh man, it's hardcore. I saw ElderDjinn on Discord. I think was streaming earlier as well. Not earlier. Earlier this week. What have you been up to, ElderDjinn? What have you been playing?
He said he played Cluster Truck last night.
Classic.
Is that the one?
Game.
Is that the one where you're parkouring on a bunch of trucks that are speeding along a highway? I think that's the one.
Let me bring up the video real quick of Cluster. I think we were supposed to play this. We were supposed to play it on what's it called?
It's one of those games that came around in the whole Let's Play era of PewDiePie and Jacksepticeye,
exactly.
Markiplier. Yeah.
It's so fun. Oh man. I'm gonna have to watch Elgene. Elgene, did you stream Cluster Truck specifically, or was that on your own time? And Bimo King of Boo in the chat says Tetris 99 Omega LOL. Of course.
Oh.
Tetris 99.
Man, I still can't believe they managed to even push the envelope of what Tetris could be even further.
It's classic. So that was what I was thinking because Wancho brought it up initially on the Geekcast 2 weeks ago. I was thinking it makes total sense because the simpler the game mechanics are, the more room there is for creativity in terms of how you implement it. And since battle royales are the hot thing, it was only natural for the folks making Tetris to figure out how to do it,
Yeah.
And you gotta admire that in a company. They could have just made another a Tetris app on the phone, which they already have. But they were like,
a gacha game or something like that.
Yeah, but they were like, no, we're making Tetris 99. It's a battle royale where you play Tetris against 98 other people. You could target them. You could frustrate them, and they can kill you and make your blocks cement looking and all that jazz. So it's creative. It's the creativity that the industry kind of lacks right now. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes total sense.
Yeah, I want more. It's the same thinking that kind of brought Dota around. We were given the Warcraft remap editor. How can we make the most of this? And then freaking Dota was born.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, from something that becomes from a game where you have to think about how many actions per second, is that right?
Yeah,
APM, actions per minute, or APM, whatever. Yeah, and you have to think about strategies and all that. And who'd have thunk that just make 3 lanes fight each other? Just control one guy. You control one character from a game that makes you control thousands.
Oh man, so
smart.
good, so good. ElderDjinn was playing
also,
Cluster Truck on his own. Sorry, DZ, keep going.
Yeah, something ElderDjinn also pointed out. There was a league also called X-Arm. It was made by the guys behind UFC. I think that's the one that it's where they're arm wrestling, but the thing is they can beat each other up while they're doing it, with their other limbs.
I'm freaking looking it up right now. This looks Oh my god, what is this?
Dude, check it out. I've seen this before. It's like the two guys just literally on a typical arm wrestling table, but they're kicking each other. They're left hooking them at the same time. It's fucking crazy.
So, we've been doing this quite a bit recently, where we're showing video that really doesn't benefit the audio only viewers, audio only listeners. But if you have a chance, if you're listening on Spotify or Apple Podcasts or Google Play or wherever you listen to podcasts, if you're listening to the audio only version right now, YouTube X arm the second you get out of your treadmill or the second you stop your drive. It looks so. What is this? Okay, I'm gonna fast forward ahead a little bit here. I want to see how far this gets. It doesn't look like they're. Oh wait, yeah, they're gonna start hitting each other. Oh my god! No! What is that?
Like, the thing is now, my question is, when do you lose? Do you lose? Do you have to tap out, or when you put your palm to the table? I don't get it. Or it's just. I think it's the one who releases their arm is probably. Let's go.
This is so what? Okay, this is extremely violent. This is very violent. That's ridiculous. What is that? They're strapped to the table by the waist so they can't get away. We were just seeing a bunch of like right punches, but the guy on the left now, the guy in purple is like high kicking the guy in green.
Mick in chat says there was one match in X Arm. The dude arm barred the other guy out of nowhere.
Oh, here it is. This is the one. This is the one.
Okay, go.
Oh my god. So he was definitely getting like pounded. You know, he's getting that. This wouldn't be ground and pound. He's just getting pounded. Like he's gonna swing his right leg over. This has become an MMA podcast.
Oh my
now.
god.
Oh my god! The guy's smiling too. Oh
no! My god!
Oh, I don't want to. What?
Holy shit! Did he break his forearm or something? Oh my god!
Know, but the whole time the guy that was in the armbar was smiling. What the fuck? What?
Jesus. Okay, but the thing is, so you don't. So if you want to win that, you have to tap out. I'm guessing because you can't. Because it doesn't seem like the conventional rules of arm wrestling is there. Your hands are supposed to be on the table, and you're supposed to just get the other guy's backhand touch the table, but it doesn't seem like that's being enforced. So I'm guessing they have to give up.
That dude just got XR. Nah, I don't know what we just watched, but I kind of want to see more.
Oh my
DZ,
god!
I think we should do a video, like just like one video where we watch XR videos.
Oh my god! We'll look for those like mega compilations and something.
Yeah, let's do that. We'll do like Aussie man.
Oh, I love that guy.
That'd be hilarious. Yeah. All right, he's got the crisscrossy unlock there. Flippy.
He's a bit of a wanker.
Oh my god! All right. Let us know if you're watching, listening. Tweet us #GameByte. Let us know what you've been playing. Watch X Arm on YouTube. Oh my gosh. I'm so showing Wancho and Derek X Arm.
I'm so scared to watch that arm bar thing because if its arm broke, that hurts, man.
I want to save our reaction to that for the video. I'm not gonna watch this until.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
For the
I mean, you and I are hanging out soon, so we might as well record it when we. Oh my gosh. Before scrims on Saturday, we could just like live stream us watching XR video.
Oh my god.
Okay. Alright, that's ElderDjinn in the chat says, I'm so glad that brightened your day.
It did.
Yeah, man, that was okay. Whew. X-Arm. If you want to watch a specific one we were watching, it was Rick Vardell versus Bond Laupua. All right, Rick Bardell versus Bond Laupua. But you know what, DZ? Let's talk about video games. Let's do this. Let's talk about the news this week in video games. Video games.
This week in video games.
Yes, this week in video games, and it's brought to you by the Quit Stalling Geekcast. Check out Wancho, Sensei Humor, and of course me, Herald Silvestre, as we talk about all things geek on the Quit Stalling Geekcast. This week will be Thursday, 1 p.m. Philippine Standard Time, 9 p.m. California, Wednesday evening. We're pushing it a day early. We're moving it a day earlier because Derek is in Vegas, and we work around our friends' schedules sometimes. I have no choice for the Geekcast. So we're moving it a day early. We're gonna talk about the Dragon Prince Season 2. Wancho has finally watched all of the Dragon Prince, so we'll get his fresh take on the Dragon Prince Season 1 and all the Dragon Prince goodness. I want to ask them what they think about the potential of having the Avatar: The Last Airbender universe on Netflix, because it's coming there. It's on its way there, because of the Dragon Prince. DZ was from the same one of the writers of The Last Airbender.
Nice.
All right, this week in video games, DZ, what topic do you want to tackle first?
There's one. Okay, let's go with this. So this year, it has been announced that COD. Actually, not that should I say. Recently, COD. It is announced. Activision has announced that Call of Duty. I think the latest iteration.
The 2019 iteration.
The 2019 iteration of
Call
of Duty.
Yet to be released.
Not even Black Ops 4 is gonna have. Not Black Ops 4. Okay, it's this year's release of Call of Duty will have a campaign.
Yes.
Which is, that is a hard one to say if it's good or not. What do you think, Harold?
I mean, it's something we should have had. That's my initial gut reaction to it. It's something that we should have had. I don't get why I get why we didn't get it, but I'm not happy about it.
And the thing is it? I don't think it's. Is there a title that was announced for this year or not? It's just Call of Duty, right? No,
it's just Call of Duty. So, it's been talked about all over the internet nowadays, with IGN and GameSpot picking it up since the Activision earnings call happened. We tackled that specific topic a couple of weeks back. Since then, there have been talks about. Actually, I haven't really seen much talk about the potential Call of Duty League, DZ, that we talked about. Like, I'm actually surprised.
The more we
at
don't hear about
talk.
it, the better.
It's like people totally skipped over that because of the fact that there were so many layoffs at Activision Blizzard. But the first big news that we're getting is the rumor mill is abuzz with the fact that the upcoming Call of Duty 2019 title, which might be Modern Warfare 4,
yes,
and also rumored to be from Infinity Ward, your favorite Call of Duty creators, DZ.
You mean Respawn?
Sorry, I take that back. I take that back.
I get what you mean, don't worry.
Yeah, Infinity Ward. The series is on a 3 studio development schedule. So 2019's Call of Duty title is expected to come from Infinity Ward, and apparently the buzz is it's gonna have a campaign. And I don't know, man, like, why is it something that we're actually relieved to hear about instead of like, yes, expected, Yeah.
Okay. Wait. You want to go first on why it feels more relieving to hear?
No, I mean, my main point is, like, we should be getting campaigns to begin with. It's Call of Duty, I get. Like, that's my feeling,
Okay.
because it's something that I'm only quite recently back on the Call of Duty train. You know, I've gotten the fatigue of not seeing Call of Duty titles, seeing Call of Duty titles almost yearly, and
Yeah.
But from the people I know who play it, they expect a campaign in each of the titles. So I don't know. I am relieved that they're supposedly coming out with one this year. But it's more my feelings are more of why is this news and why and not like, oh, okay, like, you know, like it should be mundane to hear that Call of Duty is coming out with a campaign and not like, oh my god, thank God, you know, like.
I think it's more of a PR thing. I mean, everyone knows that there was a backlash with the whole thing that, you know, the last Black Ops didn't have any campaign whatsoever. So
Yeah.
I guess that's why they're releasing news about it. For me it's relieving. It was only relieving to me when I found out which studio was gonna make it. Okay, you know that I don't like this Infinity Ward, but I'm just glad that if the rumor mill is true, and that it is gonna be Modern Warfare 4, as in you had COD 4 Modern Warfare, you've had COD Modern Warfare 2 and COD Modern Warfare 3. So this is going to be the continuation of that. This is going to be Modern Warfare 4. My questions would, for me, this is a good sign because, well, it is relieving because at least they might probably bring back the characters from the first trilogy.
Yeah.
Which is going to be like Roach. Oh, I don't know. I think Roach is dead. Soap, and who's the Shepherd? Not Shepherd. That's Mass Effect. Price, Captain Price. Captain Price. There. See, like, because I mean, the thing is, like, for me, Price was like the best character for the whole Call of Duty series, because like he even made cameos in some of the previous Call of Duties before it was Modern Warfare.
Mm-hmm.
Because then they focused more on, like, they used him as an even bigger character with an actual story in Modern Warfare 1, 2, and 3. So I hope they continue it from then. I hope I hope it's like a sequel to. It's either one. I hope it's a sequel to Modern Warfare 3. If not, that's fine. But I hope it's still like, you know, we're on a different mission now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't have to be exactly continued from the first 3.
Okay.
And
So
I think it's also relieving. Sorry, I'll just finish with this one.
No,
It's
no,
also
go,
relieving because it's also relieving to hear that there is a campaign, because from what I know, Infinite Warfare's campaign was pretty crap. Personally, I played COD 3, Black Ops 3, I think, or yeah, I mean, and the Call of Duty, the Black Ops storyline isn't that great as compared to the Modern Warfare storyline. So this is a way that if Activision is smart, they'll make a good game. I don't care how good the graphics are, but if the story is great, I mean, that's the only reason why we played Modern Warfare, was the story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, fingers crossed. And I really am just curious, like, the campaign aside, which I know is what we're talking about. I've already spoken my thoughts on the campaign. I'm kind of curious how this whole COD League is gonna work out.
The whole COD League, yeah.
Yeah. The CODL.
My God. I think they just weird. It's gonna be weird.
Yeah. I mean, or it could take battle royales to the next level. Who knows? If it's gonna be like a blackout instead of a hero shooter.
I think if they're gonna make a COD League, they should at least just stick to what they're good at, and they should just refine the deathmatch that COD is known for. Just leave the battle royales to respawn.
Oh! All right. Hot takes. All right. DZ. We're growing up, and I say this as two 29-year-olds. Growing up, did you get to play a lot of Halo?
Oh my God, you have no idea how much I played Halo.
I really don't.
Like, I borrowed Derek's Xbox just to play Halo 4. That's how desperate I was.
Shout out to Sensei Humor. Wow, dude. Really?
Yeah. Yeah, I did. I did.
Oh man. So, okay, safe to say that you have played a lot of Halo, and there's a little buzz going on about what's been called a spiritual reboot for Halo, coming this E3 2019. E3, by the way, is happening. Is it June 14? E3, yeah, June 12th to June 14 this year. Halo Infinite. DZ, have you heard about this? Have you heard about this?
Yeah, I have. I have.
Lay down your thoughts on Halo Infinite, buddy.
What do they mean by spiritual reboot exactly?
Okay.
Right? Okay, that's the thing. Because for one thing, it according to like I think Game Rant and BG 24/7, that they're gonna be using well, for one thing, the devs, not Bungie, 343 Studios, 343 Industries, they're using a different engine. They're using the Slip Space engine, I believe. They're ditching the old one because according to them, it was very technical. So they're trying something else.
Okay.
So for me, like my two questions are, gameplay wise, is that gonna like the physics, is it gonna feel like a different FPS or is it gonna feel like the same one?
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm not an expert on game development, so I don't know how much that the engine will actually affect how an FPS plays. Because I mean, all FPS are essentially the same in terms of how they look, but like how they feel could possibly be different. Just correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, it's very dependent on the engine.
Okay, so then yeah, exactly. So what does that mean? Does that mean, are they gonna do something like what they did with God of War? Are they gonna change its genre completely or still keep it as an FPS? Oh yeah, are they gonna change the genre completely, which is not a bad idea, or are they gonna keep it as an FPS but it just plays differently? It's like, imagine playing imagine playing Escape from Tarkov.
Okay.
But then again, imagine like you're someone who plays Call of Duty, and then they reboot it to a Call of Duty that plays like Tarkov. Have you played Tarkov, Herald? Escape from Tarkov?
I have not, but I've seen it. I've seen people play it on Twitch.
Yes, it's a vastly different first-person shooter.
Yeah.
Because of the engine. So yeah, that's the thing. That's my question. So what do they exactly mean by reboot? There's so many. Well, I know they're not gonna say much, but that's the questions that need to be answered. At least that everyone wants to know with that. Story-wise, are they gonna continue from Halo 5 from from Luke Cage's CGI face? Oh my god. Sorry. Yeah, I hope not. I hope that they just let it just end there, because they've kind of destroyed the story too much that I don't care what happens to Master Chief anymore. I just want more Master Chief, even if it's like, you know how in comics where as long as the hero shares the same origin story, he can have any freaking adventure he wants. Right? Like, like the first, like let's say from January to March, Spider-Man's doing this, but he has this origin story, and then from April to September he's doing this. It's a story that's completely different from the previous story, but he has the same origin anyway. So that could be a solution. That could be what they're doing.
That's
the
true.
reboot is that it's still John 117. It's still Master Chief on a different mission, and it's no Covenant, no Flood, just something else. But it's still Master Chief.
That is what you would prefer.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll find out on E3 2017, man. Like I'm pretty hyped for it, because E3 recently hasn't been like, it still generates the buzz, but it hasn't been like the hotbed for news so much, because
yeah.
Remember last year they were starting to focus a little more on the hardware side of things.
Yeah,
they're trying to go back to their roots, and apparently this year they're kind of taking it back a bit again, and they're like, oh yeah, we're having games come over like Halo Infinite, and Cyberpunk 2077 is gonna be at E3 2019.
Yeah.
So
I think they kind of took they watched the VGAs and told themselves, hey, I guess we should start showing games again. on E3.
No, and people buy the hardware so they can play the games. So, like, I know there's a balance to strike there, but it's kind of it's interesting to see where this goes because at an era where we're at constant evolution, not just in video games, but in finding brand identity. If we want to go a little deeper, E3 really is caught in the middle of all of this because you have the hardware side, which again is the root of where E3 came from and spawned from.
Yes.
But at the same time, you have the natural progression of showing what the hardware does, which goes hand in hand with the games and to some extent the movies that you watch at home. So E3's got to like start evolving a little more, I guess, and they do it yearly. They try and figure it out yearly, but it's kind of confusing for the consumer because they've gone from
go finish first.
Yeah, no. So my last thought was like they've gone from okay, we're thinking about bringing in mostly the businesses, it's gonna be a B2B with a couple of consumers coming in to okay, let's get the consumers back in, let's get the influencers in as well. Like it's a little confused.
Yeah, like Elgene puts up a good point there actually because he mentioned that Sony doesn't even care enough about E3 to show up for it. I don't think they're showing up this year's E3, and neither are they. And I'm sure Nintendo was doing that for a long time already. They just release everything online. E3 is I think it's just pretty much a haven for journalists to get articles and buzz, but it's hard. E3 definitely wasn't the same as it was before. Well, then again, before we didn't have the internet, so
that's the thing, right? Like it really was like the journalist hotbed before because people would buy like Electronic Gamer Monthly and all those amazing magazines in the past, and now that information's so readily available, they're trying to adapt, but at the same time they're still trying to stick to the old ways of things. So I don't know. I am curious to see where it goes though. Bimo King of Boo in the chat also says Cyberpunk 2077 Game of the Year 2020.
Yeah, like I wonder that like what year it's 2019 right now.
Yeah.
So let's say 50 60 years from now when it's actually 2077. I wonder what if people are going to be like so this is not, how like it's the year 2077, like our time, and then they see this game. Man, it does not look anything like this. It's not definitely does not look like anything they saw.
So are you saying it's gonna? Are you saying CD Projekt Red might Anthem us?
60 years in the making.
60 years in the making. Oh man.
I want to ask a question. Oh wait, sorry. I want to ask a question to you, Harold.
Go.
So you said earlier that it's the roots of E3 was for hardware releases, right? Okay. So and since it's mentioned that Halo Infinite is gonna be they're gonna give a bit more details of Halo Infinite at E3.
Mm-hmm.
Should this new Halo be released on a new console or a cross release, which is the Xbone and the new Xbox?
I love how you phrase that. So they did come out and talk about how who was it from the Halo team? Someone came out from the Halo team talking about how they plan to have it on the Xbox One and on PCs that can handle the specifications required for
PC.
For Halo Infinite. Yes.
Are you kidding? Okay, I instantly gonna buy this game. Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
In terms of new generation, like a new generation of device, I guess it all boils down to the release date that we're getting for E3 at E3 2019. Would they want to push it back to just accommodate and make it a launch title for a new console, or is it a case of like let's do it, let's release it, the time is right, everyone wants a bit of a redemption story for Halo. Yeah, like that's. I can't completely answer, but at the same time, like I want to know what they're gonna do with this, because like the reason why I haven't been able to play Halo is because I haven't owned an Xbox ever, and I've played through friends. I've played through friends like former quit stalling co-host Mikhail Rodan. Like I've played through him and all the afternoons playing multiplayer after college, during college, and you know, like if this does release on PC, which it seems like is not in any doubt, I want it.
Sorry. Yeah. Like, I think Bimo King of Wu said that they did the dual release with Breath of the Wild, and it worked out well.
Mm-hmm.
If we use that logic, it can actually work. But that then brings the deeper question: is, will they make this game? Will they make this game optimized for the Xbox One, or for the new Xbox? Because if they make it for the new Xbox, which that means it's like downgrading it just so the people on the Xbox One could play. Whereas you make it for the Xbox One, but it'll also be playable in the next Xbox. This brings me to what I'm going to say is that just make it for the Xbox One, and if you want to release it also to the new Xbox, fine. But I mean, again, like nowadays, games don't need better graphics. Okay, they don't need beautiful Luke Cage graphics. Okay, they don't need Luke Cage's Luke Cage's actual face to be a Spartan. Okay, they don't need They don't need that high definition graphics to be on the game. Like, if you want to have good graphics, fine, but don't base your game off. Okay, it has to be on this console so we can have this amount of graphic fidelity, right?
Yeah.
Don't do that. So why not just make a game that's has great graphics on Xbox One graphics, but focus really on the game, like the story, which is what Halo was known for, and not Luke Cage. Okay. But yeah. Anyways,
they could take a page out of Rockstar's book where they release it on the current gen and then just give like an HD version for the upcoming gen.
Exactly.
Or take a page out of Skyrim and just keep releasing it. Shout out to Snow _PH in the chat. Hey, how you doing? Star Wars bad puns slaying me in the chat right now. Thank you. I'm loving these. And DZ, speaking of releases and bad puns and Star Wars, not really bad puns, but Star Wars more specifically. Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order is gonna give us a little bit of a preview. EA, company not in the best of graces of the gaming public at the moment, made an announcement saying Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order will be at Star Wars Celebration Chicago in a month's time. 1 month and some change, DZ. A month and some change. We're gonna get our first look at Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. And if this is just another Battlefront where I barely get to play the heroes I want to play, I am done. I can't. Why does EA still have the licenses for these, man? Jeez.
I have no idea. I mean, it's like asking why are they laying off people, but their higher ups in suits are getting paid more, right?
Oh, that's a topic for a previous episode, but or a future episode. I want to get Thorn's thoughts on this. Thorn, if you're watching this, which it's like 50-50 right now. If you're watching this, can't wait to have you on the show. But yeah, like I don't know, man. Like every time there's a new Star Wars game, I get excited, and then I see the trailer, and it's like, oh, this is really cool. And then I like halfway through the trailer, I'm like, I know this isn't the game I'm getting. And then when they show the gameplay footage, it's like, oh, okay. Like it's gonna be another one of those games where I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah, you know, Herald, ElderDjinn makes a good point. You should be excited, and it's because it's in good hands. If you look at their website, the Fallen Order is being developed by EA's new Golden Boy, Respawn, and Lucas.
All right.
Lucasfilm Ltd. Yeah.
All right. Pre-purchases
Of
for
course,
everyone.
Lucasfilm.
Pre-purchases for everyone.
Yeah, I mean, that's actually good. And that's good because at least, since we know that Respawn did a good job with Apex, to some extent, they wouldn't pull the plug, but you never know. Like as Elgin said, unless EA decides to pull the plug, Respawn's got your back.
Truth. So far, Respawn hasn't given us any reason to doubt them. DZ, let me pose one more question for you on the Star Wars Battlefront.
Haha.
I gave you this question before in terms of Anthem, and if you wanted to see an Anthem, a Star Wars game just skinned over Anthem, would you want a Star Wars skinned Apex Legends? Would you play it?
Star Wars skin Apex Legends.
Like instead of the Apex Legends, you get Boba Fett, you get a Mandalorian bounty hunter and a Jedi.
You know what?
And all that goodness.
Yeah, okay. And if now that you mention, I'm just trying to think of what skin would I look good in Apex. Yeah, actually, that's what they should. Yeah, actually, that you probably okay. Fine, yes, I will be okay with that. Because thinking about it, if Respawn and EA want to make money, all they gotta do is just make skins in Apex Legends, where Bangalore has the Boba Fett outfit, the Mandalorian outfit, so on and so forth. Bloodhound is a stormtrooper.
Yeah. Would you play a Star Wars Battle Royale game in the same vein as Apex Legends if it was from Respawn? If they launched Star Wars Empire Hunger Games
Empire Hunger Games,
would you play it? Because it's from Respawn and it's Apex Legends, but it's Star Wars.
Yeah,
would you
why
play
not?
that game? You would.
Yeah, I guess I would. Because
It can happen.
they'll probably figure out how to incorporate the Force.
Yeah, Bimo King of Wu just put it well in the chat. You can have a Jedi character, and the ultimate would make everyone shoot like stormtroopers. So even though you're clicking heads, it's just zooming by.
Yeah, that's right. And there's some characters that they have the Force lightning. There's some characters that can do the grip, the Force grip. There's some ones that, let's say, someone who doesn't use the Force. What are the signature weaponry of the stormtroopers? Maybe they can have like
a blaster rifle.
As though they always. Is there something more powerful than that at all?
Yeah, you've seen those stormtroopers with the Gatling guns, the ones that take two hands to carry, and then just go.
Oh, there, those guys. The ultimate could be he gets two guns and just goes heavy on them. Yeah, something like that. That'd be fine.
Yeah,
Tank
from
be
the
okay.
Matrix.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's pretty badass. Yeah. Everyone's going nuts in the chat. Bangalore's Captain Phasma, says ElderDjinn.
I think that's what Mick in the chat. Gibraltar the Hutt.
Jeez.
Oh my god.
Oh, C-3PO Pathfinder?
Pathfinder, yeah.
Darth Caustic. Oh, that's good. Traitor Stormtrooper's baton. Traitor! Oh,
yeah, that one. Traitor.
See, you can get really creative with this, and I would love. I wouldn't mind, because a Star Wars Battle Royale game means that you could either be a character, you could be anyone. Pick up a lightsaber. You could be a trooper. Your base character class could be a trooper. So even if you're wielding a lightsaber, you don't have the Force.
Yeah,
You can still wield it, but you won't be as good as a Jedi would be with it. Or you could be a Jedi with a blaster, and you'd be 10 times badass and just hitting things from far away. You know what I mean? There's good pros and cons you could have with this kind of game.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot
I can
you
dig
could
it.
do. Man, I would. Why? See, it's DZ. When you and I have like a two-man show, we come up with like the weirdest stuff, like the Marvel Gaming Universe stuff that we talked about a couple of months back. Like, we go nuts on this. Oh man, I want to play this game. I want to play this game.
Oh, Bimo King of Wu says you open 500 loot boxes to get the Jedi lightsaber melee weapon.
No, no.
Oh my god, that is like. I can't believe, I'm surprised that no one is, like, railing on Respawn for that. But then again, it's okay because because for one thing, it's a very, very unique item that only one person has. They tell you the percentage of what are the odds, so it's your choice to buy 500 loot boxes, and it's really just cosmetic.
Yeah, that's true, man. See, if you could spin that, you could spin it in the Star Wars sense, where it's Anakin's lightsaber, and it's only available to the Jedi, and it auto skins a lightsaber that the Jedi picks up. See, like you can get really creative with this, and man, I want this game.
Yeah, I'd like them to put. I'd like to play. What's the guy from Force Unleashed?
Oh, freaking Starkiller?
Yeah, or at least if they were to show the Force, I want it to be in that vein. I still like, for me, Unleashed is the best way they portrayed the Force, even if it's so exaggerated. It's like, woo, woo.
Yeah, man. Because we've seen regular Jedi can move apples across the room, but if you are if you are an absolute badass like Starkiller, you could pull things out of orbit, like.
Man, like. What is Yoda? Man, Yoda, you got all this power, but that's all you do?
I mean, dude, Yoda's like, Yoda's like, pull Death Star from sky, need not jump around, fight Dooku, I will.
Yeah. Man, the Jedi.
Oh man. The finisher could be lightsaber battles. Like, yeah, see? I want this game already. This is what Jedi Academy was sort of setting us up for. You remember those games, DZ?
Yeah.
Like Jedi Knight, Jedi Academy. Like those were like the prototypical versions of this game that we that we're imagining, because now we have battle royales in the sense that Apex Legends and all these other games are giving us to the detail that we're getting. And there's room for lightsabers and jetpacks and all that junk. Like, I want it. I want it now.
Yeah.
Man. All right, I'm gonna get too excited. I'm gonna get carried away. Let's finish up the news. We've talked a lot about Apex Legends, DZ, so we might as well move over there. Apex Legends has hit 50 million. All right, they have dinged to the 50 million mark. And I'm proud. I'm proud.
I am proud.
It's
I just
free
wish
game.
that I was just hoping that I hope that the four. It was a joke I was thinking about. 50 million players. How many of those are botters or hackers?
Oh my gosh!
Cheaters?
Yeah, if you want to get a little pessimistic. Like, how many of the people that are in your lobby right now, how many of them are bots from China?
My God, it's so sick.
Oh my gosh. Shout out to Koenig Stigger in the chat, who I'm pretty sure we got to meet at the Philippine Overwatch community meetup last month. Hey Koenig. He says Lucasfilms, it ain't canon. Oh, man, yeah. I think he's referring to either Starkiller or the Battle Royale game we want. It doesn't matter either way. I love both Starkiller and the Battle Royale game that we're imagining right now.
Yeah. Man, I don't even know what's canon anymore. I'm not like you, Derek, or Wands who really follow Star Wars. I just know it for what it is. Like, I understand the fan base, but as for the continuity, what's canon, how badly did how many times did George Lucas remake the film or whatnot?
Oh yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah, so I'm not that in depth into it. I just know of it, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, the Mandalorian is a TV show coming out soon. But aside from that, DZ, yes, Apex Legends has hit the 50 million mark in its first month, That's a 50 million player base in the very first month. Yes, it is tainted a little bit by the fact that some of those are accounts that have been remade and bots and all that. But you know what? The fact that people care enough to do that with this game just speaks a lot about the quality of the game itself.
You know, I like how Apex Legends does their PR, because if you watch their release video, the announcement video, they just do their fans justice, where they got clips from the people who play it and use that as part of their video. So you know, Respawn really knows how to portray themselves as a studio and how to make their game, you know, how to show their game in a decent light, despite being, you know, still an EA published game.
Yes. I would have to agree, and it's you know, we've talked about this in previous episodes. It's mainly because EA had no clue about the game. It was 99% Respawn, and then EA is just like, yeah, okay, hit publish on that, and then we'll move on.
Then boom, shakalaka.
Man.
Oh, did you know that? Sorry, just one last thing. Did
Go.
you know that this game was actually leaked a year ago?
Yeah. So we talked about this in our chat, right? In our GameByte chat group. So DZ, go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Yeah, so the map of this game was actually leaked a year ago, 11 months ago, and no one cared. I mean, there was like a Reddit post, and then people were just like, "Ah, this is bullshit. Like, there's no way this is gonna happen, man. Like, if it's a battle royale game, I'm not playing this thing." Like, the thing is, that's like, and then remember, we had a few shows back when I was explaining as to why they didn't release it and they didn't announce it, because they knew that everyone was gonna make this game seem like such a horrible thing.
Yeah.
So again,
and the thing is, when the map came out, I think what was on the Reddit post was that it was a Titanfall battle royale, which didn't help.
Yeah, didn't help either. So again, it's come to a point where if you market a game, it's gonna be hated on. It's gonna be hated on. If your game is really good, if you believe it's really good, just let it speak for itself.
But also kind of get it, like, you know, get eyes on it. We're not saying don't market it. We're saying, you know, just market it enough. Don't overdo it.
It just so happens that it worked in their favor, because everyone's always looking at what EA does.
Yeah.
No matter what. So yeah, that's the only edge they got. If it was from, you know, maybe a different studio, an unknown studio, it wouldn't work.
Yeah. No one would see it at all. Like,
yeah, no one would see it at all. But then again, you never know. I mean, PUBG didn't market anything.
oh yeah, that was
As far as I
like,
know. Out of
for
nowhere.
me personally, that was word of mouth. That was like, all of a sudden, 1 week everyone was playing it, and I was like, what is this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Nico O'Malley on chat says, no hype equals no expectation.
Truth.
Yeah.
Truth.
That's true.
I mean,
it can really depend. It really depends.
Yeah. I mean, what you could
But word
do
of mouth
is,
is such a good thing now.
Yeah, with the no
Sorry,
hype, no expectations thing, like, what you could do is kind of like, don't do exactly what Apex Legends did, but sort of take a page out of their book, and instead of hyping it months in advance, you could do it on the day itself. Like, yes, come up with all the marketing material, but release it once the game is ready. You don't have to conform to the standard nowadays of, yeah, we got to release a hype trailer 6 months before, and then a teaser like after that, and then a full trailer after that. Like, you don't have to do that. I think Apex Legends kind of, if anything, that's the lesson you could take from it, is you don't have to conform to normal marketing practices in terms of how video games are marketed nowadays. Yeah. So there's a lot to be learned from that. Oh, Nico O'Malley said, I'm subscribed. Yes, you are. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I don't think he was gifted. I think he subscribed, like he legit subscribed.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I remember seeing the alert. Was it last week?
I think it was last week, yeah.
Yeah. So, let's see. Koenig Sticker in the chat says, EA paid a lot of streamers at the first week, which skyrocketed the game further. Oh, okay. That makes sense as well. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Like once you know that the game kind of picked up, that's when you go like, all right, marketing department, like pay every streamer you can find to play.
Pay everyone. But
that's another way.
This game blew up Shroud's like viewer base by so much.
Yeah.
As in, like, Ninja used to hit 70,000 viewers playing Fortnite. He's only on 30,000 now. Every time Shroud streams, he's like 60 plus, 70 plus. And there was one point where he was like, what, 250 viewers at 250,000 viewers at one point, or 150? I'm not sure, something like that.
One day, GameByte. One day, you will get one more viewer than we have now. We'll get there. We'll get there. This is our year, DZ. This is our year. And of course, if you're watching at home right now, or if you're listening, tell your friends about GameByte and the Quit Stalling Media Network. Yeah, we have another podcast. We have more to come this year. We're working on it. But yeah. But DZ, one bit of news that I really wanted to get into a little bit here is Xbox.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
You're familiar with the Xbone, the Xbox One, and
yes.
and we're familiar. But what is wrong with me today? We're familiar with Xbox in general, and the Xbox Game Pass. So the Xbox Game Pass is inherently it's only available to Microsoft, to the Xbox itself, and PC. And it's your typical Game Pass where you can play a game, like all the games on the store. Is it the Xbox Marketplace? I'm forgetting how they refer to it. There's so many marketplaces now. I don't know what they're called.
I don't know. Microsoft Store? I don't know.
That thing. All right.
Yeah.
So the Xbox Game Pass, DZ, is now something Papa Phil Spencer of Microsoft is looking to bring to other consoles in further looks at world domination. It's been reported that the Xbox Game Pass is actually in talks to come to the Nintendo Switch.
That's good.
It's crazy to think that that's going to happen. And Phil Spencer was quoted as saying that he's also looking to not just do the Switch, but he wants to go to all consoles, even the PS4. And that, my friend, is ridiculous.
It's freaking, man, like, like, wow.
It's the balls, man.
It's ballsy. It's pretty ballsy. With the Switch, though, I don't know if they can bring all the games in.
Are you thinking of compatibility?
Yeah, like there are like a lot of games in the Xbox One that I don't think can run on a Switch, but I'm sure the PS4 can handle. So yeah, but like the idea in and of itself is great, because there are some there's some good Xbox games that you just want to take with you, like with the Switch,
Yeah. So that's the thing. The Xbox Game Pass is also going to be using xCloud, and xCloud is. Have you heard of all those services nowadays that let you use a graphics card or a computer system remotely, so that you can play from your own computer? You can play like really high-end games on your computer, but via a subscription, you can remotely use like some hardware, let's say in California.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, in this like hardware farm, and you could play through that kind of like remotely, and that's kind of how this is gonna work for the Switch, if I'm not mistaken. So I don't think you have to worry about the specs too much.
Oh, the specs. Okay, yeah. So it won't be such a factor then.
Yeah, it won't be such a factor. So if they can pull this off, and the main reason why I bring this up is because it's hella ballsy to say that you're going to be able to put one of your key features on a competitor's product. Like, this whole Nintendo deal is either really getting to their head, or there's something that we don't know. That there's probably interest that hasn't really been divulged as much as the public can bury it. Like maybe there are talks between Sony and Xbox and Microsoft happening right now that is making them confident to say this in public.
That's true. I mean, I don't think they're being shy about. I don't think they're being secretive about their partnership. I think they've already had some sort of partnership before with the whole Fortnite crossplay, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I mean, I'm all for working together. So yeah, I mean, I think it's a good idea. It's a good move on Xbox's part. They might as well just. I think they're just trying to. Honestly, they're doing a lot of good moves right now, business wise, and I guess PR wise as well. Because like for how many years they've, especially with the whole. Remember what's that thing they put on the Kinect thing being on the whole time? Your game has to be. You always have to be logged on, all that. You can't share your discs. They have to make up for those disasters.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's good on Xbox.
And DZ, you mentioned you like when these big companies play well together, and I think it's in no small part to Jeff Keighley and the Game Awards. Jeff Keighley was able to bring these three major companies, Nintendo, Microsoft, Xbox, and Sony PlayStation, on the same stage to talk about video games. Unprecedented up until that moment, Diego Z. Jeff Keighley is the man.
Yeah, we'd have to thank Jeff for this if that's the case. That's all they needed. They just needed to put the three of them in one stage. Well, you know what's gonna happen. Because these deals are happening with. Okay, here's the thing: are they talking to Nintendo of Japan or Nintendo of America for this?
Oh, let me get the clarification on that.
But let's say it was Nintendo of Japan. I mean, let's say it was Nintendo of America. What are the odds that Bowser, Doug Bowser, is gonna come in and like pull a whole 180-degree turn on this and screw all these plans up?
Wait. Breaking, DZ. Well, as of a day ago, which is before I found out about this news, turns out Nintendo Switch won't be getting the Xbox Game Pass anytime soon.
Really? Oh, okay. What do you mean anytime soon? How long?
Let's see. Multiple sources claim that the Xbox Game Pass on the Nintendo Switch won't be happening. This is at odds with past reports that stated that we'd see the Game Pass and select Xbox One games on the Nintendo Switch. It's possible that the Microsoft dealings with Nintendo may have fallen through. DZ, you are ahead of my news, and it made me Google it.
So it's this Bowser's fault.
Jeff Keighley needs to get Bowser on the stage with Phil Spencer and that Sony guy.
That Sony guy. What is his name again?
He's the least known. I don't know his name. Wait. Sony.
For context, the reason why I brought up Doug Bowser as being the catalyst for the downfall of the Microsoft and Nintendo merger or partnership is because Doug Bowser used to work for EA. Just so you know.
Yeah, we talked about that in our chat group as well. Yeah, we were saying that maybe we shouldn't judge him based on his past, but it looks like his past is catching up to him, Diego.
Yeah, this is all just jokes and speculation. We don't know yet, like if he is really the reason. We're just busting balls. But yeah, so far we just found out that the partnership that we were just talking about 5 minutes ago has fallen through. So, oh well. Just for context, audio viewers.
Man,
audio listeners. What is his name? What is the guy from Sony?
Is it Sean Layden? I'm struggling to find his name.
Big Three.
Big Three.
The gaming's Big Three game.
So, because even in the articles that I'm looking at, hold on, let me bring up the image. Even in the articles I'm looking at, DZ, they only mention Phil Spencer and Reggie Fils-Aimé.
They don't mention.
Wait.
They really don't.
It is Sean Layden, I think. No, it is Sean Layden. I think it's Sean Layden. Yeah. Yeah. Koenigsegger in the chat confirms it. It is Sean Layden. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. The lesser known of the big three.
But the CEO of the most successful of the big three.
That's if those other two didn't spend so much time in front of the camera, DZ, and if they were behind the desk more, huh?
You know, honestly, the only reason why I know Phil Spencer more than Sean Layden is because Phil Spencer has been in more, bad publicity as opposed to Sean Layden. So that's maybe just why. But Reggie Fils-Aimé is there because of flying colors.
Yeah, the memes.
For all good reasons.
The memes.
Because the memes, yeah.
Oh man, yeah. So, well, shout out to Reggie Fils-Aimé, and we hope you enjoy your retirement. Yeah, man. I'm okay. So that kind of puts a wrench in the things that we talked about the past couple of minutes, but yeah. Let's see. This is just the most recent news was just a day ago. The news I was talking about was like a couple of days ago. So this is definitely not the end of Xbox's aim to get the Game Pass on other consoles and other platforms. So I'm curious to see where this goes, which I want on a T-shirt now because I've been saying it a lot recently. Curious to see where this goes, because I am. I want to know where this goes. It's almost like Steam saying, "Oh yeah, you'll be able to play Steam games remotely on the Switch and on the play." Like it's kind of that big, you know what I'm saying? Like being able to play a multitude of games that were supposed to be exclusive on another console, like that's huge.
Yeah, hopefully this will be the catalyst for the whole this is gonna end the console war somehow.
And the console wars have. All right. And lastly, DZ, it wouldn't be an episode of GameByte, well, a 2019 episode of GameByte, if we didn't talk about Anthem, and it wouldn't be a recent episode of GameByte if we didn't bash Anthem and its head in.
Yeah.
DZ, you talking about Anthem and what I've been doing in basketball, and it's throwing bricks.
Yeah, so okay, here. This is just a quick one because I didn't do much. I wasn't able to watch much news on this, but
Okay.
TLDR, Anthem is apparently bricking PS4s, or not. Actually, not even, okay. Let me not use bricking, crashing PS4s, which can lead to bricking. It's from what I know, it I don't know why, but there have been reports that Anthem has been crashing consoles, PS4s. To a point where it doesn't just turn the game off, or it doesn't just turn the console off. You have to unplug the console entirely.
That's scary, man.
And that's scary for your console because I guess for whatever reason it's making it do that is not good. And I guess doing that more could lead to it actually bricking.
Yeah.
Right now there is no, as far as I know, there wasn't any announced fix for it. The only solution that BioWare has or EA has told people was refund the game.
Yikes. Yeah, and I think Francis posted an article about that recently. Like, I think they're not guaranteeing you'll get a refund. Is that right?
Something that I don't know. I didn't.
Let me look at it.
Yeah, but yeah. So, I mean, it's not like it doesn't bug me too much because I'm not playing the game. But man, that is bad news for BioWare and for BioWare. I mean, it's always bad news for EA, but it's bad news for BioWare.
Oh my word. There. Sony is reportedly refunding PlayStation 4 players due to the game crashing consoles. This is from VG247.com. VG247.com. Let's see here. Sony is aware of the issue and is offering a complete refund on Anthem. No questions asked, said a Redditor. Took me 5 minutes. Redditor user Sound and Fury 87. Yeah, they're saying the game is broken on PS4. They don't want to risk the game breaking their console, and some of them are, refunding. And this is just when you thought it wouldn't get any worse, man. Oh, and others have tried to get a refund without any success from Sony. Reddit user KA13B, I think it's supposed to say Caleb, I tried with Sony support chat and was refused a refund, so this doesn't seem to be working for most of us.
What?
Yeah, people are comparing it to the No Man's Sky debacle that spawned tons of Steam and PS4 refunds. Man, just when you thought it couldn't get any worse, it got worse.
Yeah, man. I thought it couldn't get any worse. I thought the bad sales were enough. The bugs and the lack of gameplay, the lack of a game is enough. But this takes the cake.
Bad. Woo! All right. Yeah! EA, Anthem, BioWare. Hot stuff.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
sad.
man. It's not good. It's really not good.
It's not good.
All right. Well, DZ, I'm gonna experiment a little bit with some new ending music here, and we're gonna end the show, man. We're gonna end the show. That's
Ooh.
it. We hit it. We hit our mark. That is it for GameByte episode 86, ladies and gentlemen. You know, it's too slow. It's too slow. It's too slow. I'm gonna change it up. Let's go back to the good old. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, my mood just changed. Thank you for tuning in to GameByte episode 86. I said 87 just now. I think it's 86.
Yeah, 86.
86. You know, we want to thank everyone for following Quit Stalling. You know, Heartland Media, Jason Shakwazal, Really Plushy, Bounds, Esports Redux, Saltazar, Lazarus, Renzosaurus, Aaron Claire, a joking 87. Thank you to all our subscribers. Human Panda 22, 9 months in a row. Francishu with 6 months in a row, hitting up number 2 spot. There, DZ, the number 2 spot. Miko P, Sensei Humor, Bimo King of Ooh, Neo Gear, Ion Hammer Stream, Insta DZ, Baninja, our bit cheers, of course. Neo Gear still reigning atop at 3,000 bits cheered. No underscore plays hot on his heels with 2,700. ElderDjinn, Nerf Diva, if not now, Gwen, Mershi, Gamer Tita Gaming's Insta DZ. How you doing, buddy? And underscore. Our Koenig sticker in the chat earlier on said, DZ, Bethesda, Fallout 76's worst game ever. BioWare, hold my beer. Hold my beer. Well, let me show you what the worst game ever is going to look like. Bethesda, let me show you what it's going to look like. DZ, man, final thoughts on today's episode and topics.
It's actually even in terms of good and bad. And actually no, I'm glad that there's more good news than bad because Xbox, well, I mean Halo is getting Halo Infinite's coming. I guess that Jedi Fallen Order is being made by Respawn. Cyberpunk 2077, Apex hits 50 million. So I guess it's kind of more good than bad. I mean, I guess it's also good news, fine, that COD Infinite or this rumor mill of Modern Warfare 4 campaign. Okay. So the only bad news we have is that I wouldn't consider the Game Pass coming to Switch falling through as bad news. It's more like, it's just sad that it didn't happen. So yeah, so it's not. I won't count that. The only bad thing we have is Anthem breaking the PS4s. So
Kobe.
The good has outweighed the evil.
Truth. And you know, we as much as you kind of bamboozled by the Xbox Game Pass news, it does give us a little bit of hope at ending the console wars and kind of giving us, you know, a brighter future in that sense.
Doug Bowser, man. He wants the war to continue. I swear.
Oh man, PC Master Race.
They're like the seers, like the watchers, the PC Master Race. Watch them fight. We will intervene. like something like that.
Pathetic console wars. We are of a higher intellect. Oh my gosh. Alright, well, good stuff, DZ. Good stuff. I want to make sure we do this because I forgot to do this 2 weeks ago on the Quetzalcoatl Geekcast, and I can't forget it again this week. DZ, where can the folks at home find you when you're not on GameByte?
When we're not on GameByte, you can catch me at my channel, twitch.tv/InstaDZ. I've been streaming a ton of Apex stuff. If you want to see footage of hackers I've caught on camera and how ridiculous and how blatant they are in Apex Legends, check my clips. But if you want to see funny stuff as well, I also have good clips there. Same handle goes for Instagram and Twitter, InstaDZ. If you guys want to check out my website, see my director stuff, that's www.diegoz.com, because I also shoot videos as well. Yeah, I'll probably be playing Apex Legends tomorrow. I'll be streaming tomorrow. If you wanna play, just slide me a DM, or somewhere. Just give me your ID and we can play. Yeah. So yeah, I'll probably be playing on Friday. No, I won't be playing Friday because I won't be playing Friday because Friday, me and my brother pre-ordered Devil May Cry 5.
Nice.
And the thing is, Devil May Cry 5 is coming. It's multi-platform release, so it's coming to the PC. So we got it off Steam, and I'm gonna play that Friday.
Nice. Are you guys gonna collab on a stream?
Nah. Harold, have you ever played a console game with your brother?
Yeah. It was NBA Live until 2002.
When you were younger, fine. But when we're older, there are things that we disagree on heavily as brothers.
Okay. I see what you mean. Yeah, me and my brother would disagree on jump shot form. And
yeah, you have a brother, for everyone who has a brother in chat. But despite that, I love my brother no matter what. I love playing with him, especially when he plays Smash. And a lot of games, I've learned all my skill from him growing up. So yeah, shout out to CZ64. I think he just finished playing his 8 Grand Honor playthrough.
Oh, nice. Shout out to CZ. Shout out to Power Plus Frenzy, Shill Fox, and Opa Butters in the chat. How you doing, guys? Thanks for catching us. If you guys want to catch me outside of GameByte, you can catch me at Herald Plays on Twitter and Instagram. Of course, on the Quetzalcoatl Geekcast this week, I just found out that it won't be tomorrow at 1 p.m. Philippine Standard Time. I'll let you know when it happens. You will see it on our social media and our Discord. But aside from that, you can also catch me and Diego Z, this guy right here, this Saturday, 3 p.m. Philippine Standard Time. That's about 11 p.m. Friday, California. Yes. Saturday, 1 p.m. It's not Saturday, 3 p.m. here. Friday, 9 p.m. 11 p.m. California. Gosh dang it, we'll get it right one day. Quit stalling. Overwatch Scrim Nights, quote unquote, Overwatch Scrim Nights. Me, DZ, Renzo, Saurus, JM Torres, Sorbetas PH will all be here in the studio shoutcasting some Overwatch for a bunch of the lovely people in the local Overwatch community. So check that out. Quit sawing does that. We do that.
And we're giving away socks, right?
We're giving away socks. Yeah, I keep forgetting. We're giving away 2 pairs that were left over from the Quit Stalling Play Overwatch PH Philippine Overwatch Community Meetup. So if you wanna win these, tune in. All right, we're giving them away to the viewers, and maybe give a bonus chance to win to the players. So yeah, go check it out.
Oh yeah, so you don't have to be a player to win, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yes, you do not. You just have to live in the Philippines because we're not shipping that stuff internationally. We don't have that kind of money. You don't have that kind of money, guys. Hey.
But unless you really want it so bad, then you can help us fund the shipping. That would be great. Then
if you want to pay for the shipping, yes. All right, but we're not gonna obligate you. Yeah.
That's the only caveat. If you do win, but you're not from the Philippines, we sadly cannot pay for shipping.
Yeah. So let us know if you want to pay for shipping. We'll send you the receipt and everything. But that's it for us here on GameByte. We'll see you guys next week. Same bite time, same bite channel. Till then, get off your butts and quit stalling. We'll see you guys next week. Bye, everybody. Bye. Peace out.